It's just a joy to sit with Jeremy. This is a guy that I've admired for a long time, since One People, One Nation, One Singapore. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, the late 80s sometime, yeah. A lot of people, listeners and so-called fans, they have a certain idea of what they outside looking in as to what our impetus is, but very often our impetus is not that, right? Our impetus is just to make the best music we can make at the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what you said about this right place, right time, I think it's very true.
Yeah.
Of course, we have to be very prepared. So the chances come, and if we are not 101% ready, then of course it falls through. I think for me, the worst situations, and I'm very kiasu as a Singaporean, I want to be really completely prepared for anything. And so if, let's say, there's an opportunity that comes my way and I feel like, okay, I think I'm only 90% or 差不多, this aga-aga kind of thing,
Yeah.
it's better not to do it. Just until I know there's no regrets. And it's not so much of how good I am or how bad I am, it's more so much as this regretting thing.
Yeah.
There has been earlier in my life concerts where I sort of just didn't think it was so important, and then didn't take it so seriously, and then it didn't work out very well. And then when I went home, then I started thinking, and I'm just, okay, that wasn't very professional, that wasn't very nice, because people are paying to listen to us, and if we don't give them 100% or 101%, then it's just it's a waste of their time. It's a waste of our musicians' time. Of course, this not seriously thing, I don't mean not having fun. I think we should always have fun, but I think we also need to have complete respect for the people we collaborate with, our fellow musicians.
And also the musician, the audience as well. Yeah. When I do teach, I always tell my students that you have to be 110% prepared, because on that day there'll be many things, right? It might be not feeling so well, or for some reason you have a little more nervousness or butterflies in your stomach than you normally have. So then it's going to end up being, 95 to 100% at the end of the day. Because if you are only 100% prepared and this happens, then you're only going to be 90 or 85%. And the other thing I often tell my students is that stage fright, they ask me, how do you combat stage fright? And I think 50% of stage fright is not being 110% prepared. And I think if you are that prepared, then 50% of your stage fright is settled. The other 50% is your own wild imaginings.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah.
So if you may take me as your pupil, I'm going to raise the bar from 101 to 110.
I think we cannot be thinking all the time as to what does the audience think about us, what big mission are we doing to make, for Singapore. I think we can't. We don't think. I don't think along those terms. I don't know about you.
I'm just a musician. That's all. A music lover. I think that's the number one. And as you said, every time I'm in touch with music, could be an orchestra rehearsal, could be an audition, could be a performance. It's just to make sure that I'm 100% invested, 110% invested in the music, and that's it. You can't really interfere or influence what people think, and I'm in no position to do so anyway. I just want to be the musician I am, and not to go home feeling regretful. I just want, after the concert, a nice beer and saying this was a good thing.
But no, having said that, Kahchun, the thing is that but it does happen that we do start developing influence. We do start developing what people perceive as our gravitas. We don't think of it as our gravitas, right? But people think so. Then then it's useful then, and you've already started doing this, to use that influence and use that gravitas to then go out and teach children, to influence leaders when they ask you questions about arts policy and so on and so forth. So, but that's when we're not wearing the musician hat,
It's
correct?
slightly different.
It's a different thing, but I think we do, you do recognize already, even at your a young age, you do realize that you are immensely respected.
The vibe. This is why I really like it so much. You can have a glass of wine or two, and
Yeah, it's so electric, right? And the audience are there with the agenda of having fun, and there's I think for jazz musicians, we play from everything from hole-in-the-wall jazz clubs all the way to I played in the indoor stadium, 30,000 people, and all points in between. One thing I wanted to say, Kahchun, is that not many musicians have got the kind of level of musicianship you have and the style that you have as well. Some musicians have got this so stylish and all the great movements, but the music is rubbish. Or some musicians have got this like really accurate, fantastic, but it's just you don't feel emotion or there's no style. And I just want to congratulate you. I have to say this that you have both, and so really very. I'm honestly a big fan of yours.
Thank you, Chad.
Can I ask whether you cultivate that style?
It's really something that comes very naturally, and of course you need, as a conductor, it's like playing the piano. You have Hanon, you have all these Clementi, sonatas, and things like that, to etudes to really focus on the fingering.
Yeah.
And the conductor has a fingering as well. You need to move your hands in a certain way. I have earlier in my life, maybe 10 years ago or 5 years ago or 7 years ago, I was practicing with a tennis ball because it helps to focus a point, and you can do different etudes, how to move so this is sort of our fingering. How do you move this such that this is sort of equal distance to that, so that it doesn't look too awkward. There are visual guidelines because it helps the orchestra understands. So this it's something like that. So there are all these fingerings.
Yeah.
But then aside from that, I just watch a lot of rehearsals, and I'm stealing this technique from this respected conductor. I like that conductor doing this, and I think it's very effective to get the right sound. So there's all these sort of little tricks in the pocket that I'm putting in. But apart from that, it's not so. I think with a conductor, it's really hard, just because we don't make any sound. As a pianist, of course, you have your personality. The personality comes from the sound as well, aside from the technical brilliance or something. But as a conductor, it's, we can look as fanciful as we want, and if the orchestra doesn't want to play for us, it will sound bad.
No, that's why I say the orchestras are playing for you all the time, so that's wonderful.
I'm just glad to meet the right people.
You're lucky, and you're all lucky actually.
Orchestra musicians are very intelligent people.
Yeah.
And for me, at my age, at my current experience level, as an Asian that respects very much European classical music, in a way, high art music kind of thing, I go to Europe, and I just always come from the angle that I'm here to learn. I'm here to steal from the best. I want to know what you have. I want to put everything in my pocket, and so that in 50 years' time, when I'm 80 years old, I can say, okay, I know now enough to say that I'm a conductor. And so I go there with immense respect, and I just say, let's work together, teach me something, let's make music together.